Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So if you guys have seen this attire before, that is because I am filming several videos in one day because I am going to have a pretty busy weekend and I'm not going to have the chance to film as many videos as I normally do. So today's video is going to be my monthly makeup favorites. This is a little bit late. I tried to get this up a little bit earlier this week, but I've really been busy with school. I'm taking 5 classes, so sorry it's taking me a little bit long to upload this video. So let's go ahead and get into it. The very first favorite I want to talk about is this Urban Decay De-Slick Complexion Primer. This is one of the new primers that they recently released. I picked this up in my, I don't even know if I've hauled this. I may have hauled this, but I've really been enjoying this primer. I have not found a primer up until now that mattifies the skin and keeps my skin matte for that many hours. I have a very oily T-zone. I've actually tried one other primer. I'm trying to remember what it was, but it left my skin so matte. It kind of sucked the moisture out of my skin, but it didn't allow the foundation to lay on, or like use a powder foundation. It didn't allow the powder foundation to kind of lay on nicely. This does. But the one trick I've learned with this is that you really do have to pat it into the skin and not rub it into the skin. So when I first used this, I didn't really like it because I started kind of rubbing it into the skin and it laid a little weirdly and it kind of started balling up. So I read the directions and it does say to pat on the skin. This has worked wonders. So I'm really excited for the summertime because the summertime is, of course, where I become like a greasy, like, I don't know, just a greasy mess. And so the next favorite that I wanted to talk about is also from Urban Decay, and this is my Naked Basics palette. I'm sure you guys have seen this. I'm sure you guys have seen what this looks like. It's just a very, you know, basic little palette. But the reason I've been enjoying this is because I have found myself reaching for this almost every single time I do my makeup look, either reaching for like a brow bone highlight, either reaching for like a nice transition shade, or this shade right here. This is in Faint. I really love this color to kind of deepen up my crease a little bit. I really think it's a great companion palette. Anytime I use any of my ColourPop shadows, this is the only thing that I use with my ColourPop shadows to complete the look. So I've really been enjoying that one. The next item that I got, I'm not sure if I hauled this during my Wet n Wild, my recent like big drugstore haul that I did, but this is the new Mega Cushion Color Corrector in the color green. And I may not have hauled this because I actually started using it the day that I got it. And so that's what the product looks like. You know, it's a cushion, and I've actually been using the little sponge that it works with. And what I do is I just apply it in this little area right here on my cheeks to kind of correct some of that redness that I have on my cheeks. And it has been working amazing. I only use a very light foundation. So I've tried several color correctors and they're just too stark of a green and it kind of peeps through my foundation. They kind of like, I don't know, they kind of set and flake off my skin. I think they're more meant to be used, most of the color correctors that I've used are more meant to be used with like liquid foundations, but this one works really nicely with powder foundations. So then the next 2 items I want to talk about, let's go ahead and start with the foundation. I picked up like a Laura Gellar set, and this is the Balance-N-Brighten Color Correcting Foundation in medium, and I decided to give this a go, and because I typically do use powder foundation. Now this is a baked foundation, so it is a little bit like, I really enjoy these like light mineral or baked foundations, but I've been using this with one of the newer brushes that I got from IT Cosmetics, and this is the Radiant Foundation brush, and this is what I'm wearing on my face today, and it's covered up the redness that I have, you know, on my face. It applies pretty much flawlessly. It allows my skin to breathe. I really don't use primers except for on my T-zone to control the oils, and I don't feel like it sets into like my pores or anything like that. So I've really been enjoying this foundation, and I'm glad. This was like the only thing that I got out of that set that I didn't think I was going to enjoy, and I'm glad I've been enjoying it. And this for the most part is like my go-to powder foundation brush, but I did want to share it because it is one of the new brushes that I picked up during my haul, and I knew I was already gonna like this, but you know, I just wanted to show it to you guys in case you were interested because that set is still available, and I think it's a great value. And then the next item that I got in that set was the infamous Laura Gellar Gilded Honey. And this is what I'm wearing as a highlighter today. I hope you guys, you know, can see it, but you can really blend this into the skin and it can give you a subtle highlight. I really blended this into the skin and it just seemed to melt. And you can also build this up and it's a very, very intense gold highlight. So I really love this. I really like how it wears with my complexion. I like that it's very smooth and it doesn't have chunky glitter in it. Oh my god, I've only talked about like 3 things and we're already like 8 minutes in. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my last 2 like face products. The first one is my favorite blush that I was enjoying, and this one, I think it's discontinued. This one is called Medium Rose. I'm sorry you guys, I didn't even show it. It's the Covergirl True Blend blush, and they have like a light, medium, and dark, and this one is the medium one. And I got this off of Amazon, and this is a baked blush, and it just has an amazing formula. I kind of just swirl everything together and it gives off this really gorgeous just everyday rose color. And this is actually what I'm wearing on my cheeks today, just very, very lightly. And I love the formula of this. It stays on my cheeks all day long. It has a very, very light sheen to it, but for the most part I would consider this a matte blush. I've really been enjoying that one, and again, I picked this one up off of Amazon because I believe it is discontinued. And then the next blush that I've really been enjoying, these 2 have kind of been my go-to blushes, is the Makeup Revolution London Matte Powder Blush in the color Nude. And I think these are just underrated blushes. So that's what it looks like right there. Sorry about that, guys. I had to run out. My mail lady needed me to sign something. So I was talking about the matte blush in the color Nude. It is a little bit warmer of a blush, and pretty much I've just been going in between these 2 blushes depending if I wanted like a cool tone or a warm tone look. I think I'm actually gonna have to hide these 2 blushes because I've just been wearing them nonstop and I haven't been giving any of my blushes any love. So I have 3 lip favorites this month, and the first one is actually what I'm wearing on my lips today, and it's in the color Hawkwind. It's from Kat Von D. It's one of her new like nudes that she added to her collection. And, you know, this is what it looks like. I am wearing it on my lips today. I've just really been enjoying the Kat Von D formula. At first, I used to have to wear a primer underneath my lips so that my lips wouldn't dry out. But what I started doing was I started applying like a lip gloss or a lip balm or some type of hydrating treatment to my lips before I did my makeup. Then I would do my entire makeup and I just kind of blot off whatever lip balm I had before I applied my lips. I would apply my lips last, and it just wears beautifully. It doesn't dry out my lips. It really doesn't. And Kat Von D has a very, in my opinion, a very drying formula, and it hasn't been drying out my lips. Now, I don't know if she reformulated or did something to the new Nudes line, but I've really been enjoying the formulation of the new Nudes, and in particular I've been enjoying this color. So again, that one was in Hawkwind. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Hawkwind. The next one I've really been enjoying is this Clinique Chubby Stick. And this color in particular is called Super Strawberry. And this is how much I have left of this product. But what I really love about this product is how much color payoff you get from it. At first, I had heard that the Chubby Sticks really didn't have that much color payoff, but they really do. And these are super hydrating. Like, they don't really feel like it when you apply it on your lips. It doesn't really feel like it's gonna like, it doesn't really slip and slide that much. I don't need a lip liner with this, by the way. I really don't need a lip liner. But after it sinks into the lips and sinks into the skin after about a minute or so, it really just plumps up your lips and it leaves them looking juicy. I really do love this. I'm probably gonna buy another one of these when I run out of it. I think it's an absolutely great formula, and I really like the way it makes my lips feel. So then the last lip product that I have is from Too Faced, and this is the Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Oil Lip Gloss. I love this. It has an amazing smell to it. It has like this delicious like candied peach scent to it. And this one is in the color Papadome Peach. I think this is one of their like darker ones. So this is kind of like a peachy nude color. That's a swatch of it right there. So it's like a peachy nude color, and it doesn't last on the lips very long, but I like using this as kind of like a touch up lip gloss, if that makes sense. It gives this really nice satin look to it. I don't feel like it's overly glossy because that gloss kind of does wear away. It's not sticky. It smells really nice. And it leaves my lips feeling very nice. And like I said, it kind of revives whatever lip color I was wearing underneath it. So that's it. Those are all of my makeup favorites for the month of February. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what makeup favorites that you guys were enjoying. Hopefully some of the products that I talked about today, you guys were curious about. So, you know, these were kind of like little mini reviews. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am currently posting 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.